Hey, good morning. You know, I don't usually do 2 videos in a row, but I thought, why should I just do one of these holiday coffees a day? Let me do 2 today. Now, I figured, gee, I should have thought to put this on for the first festive collection video I did just a little while ago, cinnamon and candied tamarind. But I'm ready now. On my door, I keep 2 things all the time ready for use. I've got these and I've got these, okay? You know, you never know when you need it. I used to also keep a nice rubber chicken, but I don't know, my grandkids are still too young and they'd probably throw it around my apartment and break something. But we'll see, maybe in the future I'll get another rubber chicken. Okay, so we are going to try now the second holiday, festive collection, Sweet Almond and Hibiscus. Another gorgeous package. Oh, and another gorgeous capsule. Look at that. Yeah, I feel like I'm sort of, this needs to be a little more, yeah, I wouldn't mind a shirt in this design. Okay, so I'm gonna put the capsule in. I've rinsed out my cup from the first cup of coffee. All right, but let's read about this. And, oh, you know, they must have been hearing my complaints about how hard it is to read the descriptions, because look at how easy that is on the cinnamon and candied tamarind. And, oh, look, even on this dark one, instead of putting it like in gold or gray or something, and this one, you know, they're all very, what is the word where something really stands out? Anyway, whatever it is, thank you, Nespresso. Embark on a journey filled with wonders with the festive collection flavored sweet almond and hibiscus. This unique blend captures the delightful flavor of sweet almond, followed by a floral aftertaste of hibiscus, which tastes like what? I don't know. Enjoy it as a cappuccino and let the almond, caramel, and vanilla notes unfold. Okay, 10 capsules of naturally and artificially flavored roast and ground coffee. Okay, naturally and artificially flavored hibiscus and almond. Okay, roast and ground coffee, natural flavor. I know, I've said this before, I don't understand this. The ingredients says roast and ground coffee, natural flavor. But right before that, twice, it says naturally and artificially flavored. Okay, well, again, just pointing out this, oh, I already put a capsule in. This inconsistency in the labeling on the package, you know, on the package. But again, it matters how it tastes, not what it says, right? Okay, I'm going to make it as, all right, lungo, espresso, and cappuccino. They've covered every base here, okay? So I'm going to push the lungo button. I think tomorrow, if I can remember what I'm saying today, tomorrow, I'm going to try the 2 that I tried today as espressos. And I might even try the 3rd holiday offering, which is an espresso in another gorgeous box. Okay. Don't you, I think like a holiday dress with this design, or actually with either of these 2 designs would be lovely. Okay, or all 3 on the same dress. Okay. So, here we go. It has, I don't know, I'm feeling like it has a floral sort of aroma. Now, do I detect any almond? I don't know, but it's a little bit floral. So look, in my last video, what I said, and I say this many times to y'all, and I have to remind myself, when you try something for the first time, your initial reaction may not be how you're going to feel about it later, because your initial reaction is going to be, oh, this is different, you know, like what is it supposed to taste like, stuff like that. Then as you try it a few more times, it's no longer something new and different, it's something more familiar, and you can start to look for and identify different characteristics, different details about what you're tasting. Okay, so I'll give this a whirl. It's got a lot of crema. I'm tasting the almond. Ooh. Oh, you know, interestingly, I'm looking forward to trying this again tomorrow because I'm already detecting something that I like. Oh my goodness. Yeah, oh, there's something about it that's nice. Now, just like I did with the cinnamon and candied tamarind, I am going to put a little original coffee mate, what do you call these things? Creamer. Is there a name for these little things? Okay. And I'll give it a good stir in. Okay. This is, it's interesting and it's nice. This is very tasty. I'm trying to figure out what would it go with. You know, like is there something sweet or savory for that matter, or neutral? You know, like a piece of toast, maybe toast and butter or something, I don't know, that would go with this, that wouldn't destroy the flavor of the coffee. You know, it's kind of like if you brush your teeth with a minty toothpaste and then you drink orange juice, the orange juice tastes terrible. So what you pair your coffee with can really affect how you perceive the flavor of the coffee. Okay, so I'll start with just a little bit of sweetener, like I did with the cinnamon and candied tamarind, which right at this point, I did not detect the cinnamon, and I don't know what candied tamarind is supposed to taste like. I'm thinking maybe like candied orange peel. Didn't really get any of that yet. It was my first try in the previous video. Now this has taken away some of the nice flavor in the coffee. You know how I've told you, adding sweetener, adding creamer can sometimes dull down desirable flavors. Sometimes it can enhance them. All right, I'm gonna add a little more sweetener because it does not taste sweet yet. And we'll see how it is now. If it still doesn't taste sweet, I'm gonna add the rest of the packet. Let's see. Oh, I'm starting to detect some sweetness. You know, something that's hard for people who like sweet stuff is adding sweetener to something till it tastes sweet, and then you're just saying, oh, I like that. It's just the sweetness sometimes that you like. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and dump the rest of it in because this is an experiment. And by the way, what was it I had? You know, I still had some of those, this was last holiday season, a Belmond Journey, Un Voyage Belmond, peanut and roasted sesame flavor, Jean Imbert. Okay, anyhow, this was last year, and wasn't it? I mean, from whenever they put this out, I still have this left over because I found it so undrinkable until recently. You know, I tried grinding up sesame seeds, and it was good with that. And then I found that if you add extra water to it, it actually brings out more flavor. You know, just the coffee capsule as a lungo or an espresso. Extra water makes it taste better, so you never know. I had gotten 2 of these. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You know, when something special comes out, very often I'll get 2 sleeves, and sometimes, not very often, I regret it. Anyway, so I've gotten 2 each of these Festive collection. All right, so I've got the whole packet of sugar, Splenda in here. So this is very sweet. Well, it's not very sweet. It's okay sweet. You know, it's at a level that's not overly sweetened. This tastes nice, but honestly, it was better just with the creamer in it. Golly, or even black. Really an interesting but a very pleasant flavor, interesting aroma. Yeah, so right off the bat, I recommend this, but we'll see how I feel about it tomorrow as an espresso. Okay, well, I hope you had a good day. I'll wear these tomorrow to identify that it's a holiday collection, a festive collection coffee from Nespresso. And as usual, I get, let me get my phone off of here. I get no compensation from Nespresso for doing these videos. I do not own stock in the company, and I don't earn money from my videos. I'm just sharing this all with you because I think it's a good thing, and you might think so too. And a little bit of happiness here and there, maybe it'll make it a happier world. I'll talk to you later.